ಬೆದಕಾಟ ಬದುಕೆಲ್ಲ ಕ್ಷಣ ಕ್ಷಣವೂ ಹೊಸ ಹಸಿವು, ಅದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಇದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಮತ್ತೊಂದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ. ಬೆದಕಾಟ ಬದುಕೆಲ್ಲ ಕ್ಷಣ ಕ್ಷಣವೂ ಹೊಸ ಹಸಿವು, ಅದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಇದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಮತ್ತೊಂದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ. ಅಧಿಕಾರ ಸಿರಿ ಸೊಗಸು ಕೀರ್ತಿಗಳ ನೆನೆದು, ಅಧಿಕಾರ ಸಿರಿ ಸೊಗಸು ಕೀರ್ತಿಗಳ ನೆನೆದು, ಮನ ಕುದಿಯುತ್ತಿಹುದಾವಗಂ, ಮನ ಕುದಿಯುತ್ತಿಹುದಾವಗಂ. ಮಂಕುತಿಮ್ಮ ಮಂಕುತಿಮ್ಮ ಮಂಕುತಿಮ್ಮ. ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಪ್ರಣವ್ ಹೆಗಡೆ ಮಾಡುವ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರಗಳು. ಸಮಸ್ತ ಜನತೆಗೆ ಮಹಾನವಮಿ ಹಾಗೂ ವಿಜಯದಶಮಿಯ ಶುಭಾಶಯಗಳು. Today I've come in front of you with a brand new format called Pranava Chitta Manthana, meaning the churning of the mind. With me I have my friend Shashank Kashyap. Shashank, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Pranav.
Together we will be exploring the literary works of famous poets and writers. We will discuss about the patent and latent philosophies in our literary history and how they are relevant in our lives. Our intention is to keep the connection alive between the younger generation of ours and the knowledge that our ancestors have left for us. At the outset, we have decided to start this journey by discussing the poems from the very famous Mankutimana Kagga. It is a collection of poems written by Shri D.V. Gundappa, popularly known as DVG. It was published in 1943 and it consists of 945 poems called Kaggas, each being 4 lines in length. It is regarded as a masterpiece in Kannada literature and is also widely known as the Bhagavad Gita of Kannada. The speciality of these poems is that, staying within the constraints of poetic meter, Shri DVG has conveyed the deepest of messages of life. A wonderful thing about Mankutimana Kagga is its relevancy to this date. People of all classes, social status and age have something to take away from these poems. Mankutimana Kagga is a beacon light that can show us the path to living a meaningful life. Today we will discuss 2 Kaggas. The first has already been sung by me. So Shashank, let's get started.
All right.
So Pranav, you just sang this wonderful Kagga for us.
Yeah.
What do you think the poet wants to show the reader with this particular Kagga?
Right. See, the first line goes like, Bedakata badukella chana chanavu hosa hasivu, adakagi idakagi mattondakagi. He's saying life is a quest, life is a struggle. I mean, we all can relate, right? We tried making this video since I think last 3-4 days we've been trying, but it finally is happening now. So life is a struggle and we have to face everything that comes our way. Bedakata badukella chana chanavu hosa hasivu. He goes on to say, every moment there is a hunger. For what? Adakagi idakagi mattondakagi. For this, for that and for what not. For everything there is a new hunger. Adhikara, Siri, Sogasu, Kirti, that is authority. Adhikara is authority. Siri is wealth. Sogasu is attraction or maybe splendor. Kirti is fame. So there is a hunger for all of these things. We are always running behind all of these. And then he says, Adhikara, Siri, Sogasu, Kirtigala nenedu mana kudiyutihudavagam. That means our heart, our mind is always boiling, devoid of peace. It is always looking for some or the other thing. It is always looking for all of these things that the poet has mentioned. And it is restless. It is relentlessly, going behind all of these things. And it is very relevant, right? I mean, we all can relate how apt it is. we are always running behind something. For example, I am trying to run behind my career. I'm trying to run behind, this YouTube channel of mine, trying to get fame, let's say, let's be honest. So trying to get fame, and the eventual goal for everybody is to become rich, right? If you ask anyone if you want money, everybody is going to say yes. Nobody nobody is going to say no unless you are someone who has transcended the transactional and materialistic nature of life. You will always say yes, I need money. ಹಣ ಕಂಡ್ರೆ ಹೆಣನು ಬಾಯ್ ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ರು. ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಈವನ್ ಅ ಡೆಡ್ ಬಾಡಿ, ಇಫ್ ಇಟ್ ಸೀಸ್ ಮನಿ, ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಡೆಡ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಸೇ ಐ ನೀಡ್ ಮನಿ. So this is the kind of life that we lead, right? And this is, I think, straightforward. There is nothing much to explain in this poem, but I chose this one first because of its relevancy, right? Even in 1940s when this poem was published, or maybe thousands of years ago when people were just going around, bedakata, they were always looking to expand their kingdoms. They went on waging wars, or maybe people went on for trade, looking to establish trade with the entire world. There was always this quest that people were always going behind. So this is the reason why I chose it, because I am also running behind something. Every day we are all running behind something, and there is always that hunger, that passion. Maybe I'm taking it more in a positive way and trying to say there is always that passion that drives us, which is a good thing. So the poet has stated the fact of life in a very beautiful way in this poem through this kagga. So Shashank, do you have anything to add to it?
Oh, of course. So again, this particular kagga reminds me about how well in touch TVG was with his experiences and with the human condition, right? It reminds me of the myth of Sisyphus from Greek mythology. Right, you just keep chasing things. You just keep chasing things for material well-being, right? Material gain, and you forget that you already have a life that you can actually live peacefully. Just slow down, take in things that will make you feel happy, truly happy. Observe things around you. Right. If you take into consideration many working individuals these days, right? There is never rest.
Yeah.
Like there is always like the next promotion, the next salary raise, the next that, the next this. There is no peace at all.
Yeah.
No matter what field you're in.
Our mind is always devoid of peace, boiling. That is what he says. Kudiyuti huda avagam.
Kudiyuti hodu.
Yes.
So yeah, even children, like every child, from the age of, I don't know, 12, 13, they're already told, hard-headed, you're going to become this, you're going to become that, you have to do this, you have to do this.
Yeah.
Again, and another perpetuating lies that we've all been told in our lives. Hathane class agli, adar mele,
that turning point keeps revolving. Then at the end we realize the cyclic nature of it. It's just been turning points all over, that it turned so much that it comes back and it's all struggle again. It's just a circle of struggles. So yeah, that's a beautiful
class aitu, 100ನೇ class aitu.
Yeah. That's always, it's a perpetual thing, as you said. So yeah, do you have a kagga for us today? What do you want to share with us?
Yes, of course. So this kagga is one that is very close to my heart. It is one of the very first kaggas that I heard, thanks to my mother, who is an avid reader. She's a real connoisseur for Kannada literature.
Right.
So it goes like this. Baduku jataka bandi, vidiyadara saheba, kudure neen avanu peldante payanigaru. ಕುದುರೆ ನೀನ್ ಅವನು ಪೇಳ್ದಂತೆ ಪಯಣಿಗನು, ಮದುವೆಗೋ ಮಸಣಕೋ ಹೋಗೆಂದ ಕಡೆಗೋಡು, ಮದುವೆಗೋ ಮಸಣಕೋ ಹೋಗೆಂದ ಕಡೆಗೋಡು, ಪದ ಕುಸಿಯ ನೆಲವಿಹುದು ಮಂಕುತಿಮ್ಮ, ಪದ ಕುಸಿಯ ನೆಲವಿಹುದು ಮಂಕುತಿಮ್ಮ.
Wow. Great. So what is the poet trying to tell us from this poem? what does the poem mean literally, and what is the
So-
message behind it?
So, very much like the Kagga you sang for us, this also has to do with the notion that most men and women and everybody else seems to have, that they are the center of their small universe.
Right.
DVG very, very beautifully tells them that if your life is compared to a horse-driven carriage, a wagon, then fate or God would be the owner, the rider,
Okay.
right? And now this, being our generation, being so self-centered, will ask, where am I in this picture? This is my life, right? So he tells you that kudure neen,
Okay.
you're the horse that drives the wagon, right?
Okay.
ಕುದುರೆ ನೀನ್ ಅವನು ಹೇಳ್ದಂತೆ ಪಯಣಿಗರು.
Oh.
The people you know, the people in your life, your friends, your family, your neighbors, be it anyone, your colleagues, you do not choose them.
Right.
They are given to you, and you have to work with what you get. Right? It's universally told, right? You have to work with the people around you. You do not get to choose. And thirdly, he says, "Maduvego masanako hogenda kadegodu." Right? Literally, it means be it to a wedding or a graveyard, you have to go where your master takes you.
Okay.
Right? ಇದರ ಭಾವಾರ್ಥ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ, you cannot choose that, to have only good or bad experiences in your life. Life will throw everything at you. Like,
Definitely.
one day you might get a promotion. One day you might, win a
Get a
lottery.
pink slip.
The other day you might lose all your money.
Get a pink slip, maybe.
Right? So, yeah. So, you don't get to choose. But it is in your, it is in your power to take it and do something with it. And finally, when our generation especially, we always have this question of, what if I fail? It's a very big if.
Oh yeah, and everybody can relate.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. So DVG puts this, the solution to this, a little pat on the back, if I may. He says, "Pada kusiye nelavihudu mankotimma." It means if you trip, there is always ground to tread on. Right? You can always, like, no matter how many times you fail, you can always pick yourself up. You can always try again. You can always redeem yourself.
Yes. So that's really a great message, right? Words of motivation for everybody.
So what do you think about this particular Kagga, and how does this, tweak a few strings in you?
Firstly, this is also one of the closest Kaggas to me, because I've heard it since my childhood. This is one of the famous Kaggas there is out there, right? So many TV shows also have been named after Baduku Jataka Bandi, and it's been made famous, rightly so. It has this very beautiful message. Baduku Jataka Bandi, our life itself is a wagon. So that just shows how, life is always in motion. It is never stationary. Life is something that keeps moving. It's dynamic. So that is what he's trying to say. But also he says, Vidhi adara saheba. So you are not the master of your wagon. You might have your life in your hands, but the reins are in the hands of, he says, fate. I would call it energy. I mean, I don't know. If fate exists, then fate, destiny, or God, or whatever it is. So that, that energy that you are not aware of is always guiding you. It is always responsible for what is happening in your life. So that is, some comfort that I find, right? And he goes on to say, you are a horse. You are just riding. He might take you to maybe a wedding or maybe to the graveyard. You just have to go. So it just shows that, something is pre-written. You just have to follow that path that is already laid out for you. How much ever we think we are in total control, which I would also like to believe. But the poet at least tries to say that, there is always some other energy that is controlling everything that is happening. So for people who want to find comfort, for them, I think this poem is really a soothing one. And obviously in the last line he says, Padakusiye nelavihudu. So even if you fail, if you fall, if you trip, there is always ground. So I think we have discussed two very beautiful kaggas today. I'm sure our viewers would have also enjoyed us discussing, the meaning and the bhavartha of these two kaggas. Uh, so do you want to give any last messages to our viewers?
Yeah. So, guys, thank you for watching our first ever video of Pranava Chitta Mantana. If you have any other kagga that you would like to share with us, or you would like us to share with everybody else, please let us know in the comment box. So, and please do not forget to like and share and subscribe to the channel.
Yeah.
A major thanks to Pranav, without whom this would have not been possible.
Thanks to you for joining, mate. Wouldn't have been possible without you.
Anytime, man.
Yeah. I hope our audience really had fun. The main intention of our video is to, bring back what is sort of forgotten and just connect it again with the new generation. We are trying to, how we are influenced by these poems. We are deeply influenced. It is a guiding light for us. So I want other people also to explore what is there already, which has already been laid out for us, right? I want them to explore this and find their own truth in their own lives, and just sail like Baduku Jataka Bandi, like the wagon. Just keep moving. Just sail on the sea of life, on your own ships and boats and whatnot. So that's it for today's episode. We will see you in the next one. Until then, namaskara.